Hello again, everyone out there in Mr. Arnold's class world. Today we are going to be looking at Unit 2, Activity 5 and Activity 6 for the Roaring Twenties for the CHC2D Academic Canadian History e-learning course. There are two methods to create citations that I would recommend. So the first one is built in, it's called the Citation Builder, and it's built directly into the e-learning course itself under Unit 2 Activity 5 here. So partway down your screen, right underneath the Citation for Beginners, it has EasyBib provided for you, but EasyBib actually doesn't give you the format that we need, which is the Chicago style. So we're going to look at building a citation using the Citation Builder, but the second piece that you're going to use, or you can use, is in fact, move this over so you can see it, it's called Noodle Tools, and I know that some of you are going to let out a collective groan when I say Noodle Tools, but it is an extensive and free version that those who are in the Upper Grand District School Board can use. So to get to Noodle Tools, we need to go onto the UG Cloud landing page and click on UG to go. You use the same information to log into UG to go that you would use to log into the UG Cloud landing page if it's not logged in already. And you choose secondary. And then when you go to secondary, you'd think that it would be under research, but it is in fact under write. So you go to write, and then you would go to Noodle Tools, and it will open in a new screen like so. Some of you may have to log in, or you may have to create your own account for this, and it will lead you through the steps to do that. Once you log in, you just choose your school in the drop-down menu and go through that. Okay, so we are now in Noodle Tools, and you can see here that this is called your projects page. So you want to create a new project, and that project is going to be called Roaring Twenties Bibliography, or you can call it Unit 2 Activity 6. Now, this is where you choose the correct style, so you're going to choose Chicago, and you're going to choose Advanced, and then click Submit. Once it does that, it's going to kick you over to what's called the dashboard now. So you're at the dashboard, and here you can do a number of things. You can add a research question, you can add a thesis or a main claim or hypothesis. And your research question, if you want to add it, it's did the 1920s roar? Or something along those lines. Now the next thing you can do, or you're going to do, is you're going to click on sources, and that's where you're going to add some information for your sources. So the perspectives that you need for the 1920s can all be found in Unit 2 Activity 6. Unit 2 Activity 6, if you scroll down to the characters here, the list of characters in the interactive below, you can go through the different perspectives of characters here. Now if I'm going to look at the perspective of Chuck Lee, the Chinese head taxpayer, I can see that this in fact comes from the website that we're on, but you can see that the source is listed for you at the bottom of the page. So I'm now going to show you how to enter this in both Noodle Tools and in the Citation Builder in Unit 2 Activity 5. So pay close attention to this next part. If you haven't yet logged on to Noodle Tools, pause the video and go do that now. Or open up Unit 2 Activity 5 and open the Citation Builder. So pause the video, go do that now. Good. So now, if you have Unit 2 Activity 6 open, you can refer to the experiences of Chuck Lee. Now there's two ways, like I said, to do this. The first one I'm going to show you is through Noodle Tools. So Under Noodle Tools, we're going to create a new citation, and it's going to be a website, and it's going to be a web page. So website, web page. The first thing you're going to enter is the URL, which is going to be from my Chuck Lee instance, and that goes in here. The date of publication. Sometimes you can find the date of publication at the bottom of a web page. If you can't, in Noodle Tools you can just leave it blank. So in this case we're just going to leave it blank. And the most recent date of access was today. You're going to click on today. And now we know that there is an author, and her name is Arlene Chan. So Arlene, and then Chan. And the web page or document title, if you go here, says Chuck Lee, Chinese head tax payer. So we'll add that. And then the name of website, the name of the website would be all the way up at the top here, which is CHC. Well, we can in fact just call this, let's just call it eLearning Ontario for now. Okay, we do not need to add an annotation, but we do need to save it. So once I save it, it goes back to Chicago style, and you can see that the website is now saved in Chicago style format. Okay, so the next piece that you can do is you can do much of the same information, but you can use the citation builder, which is in Unit 2, Activity 6, or sorry, Activity 5. We're going to scroll down to the citation builder here. There we go. Last name, Chan. First name, Arlene. And let's just go back and see if we have a name. Okay, so the Chinese head tax and anti-immigration policies in the 20th century is the name of the work. Which they're not going to let us do. So I'm just going to use the same web page title. Oh, here we go. URL. Here. Back to my citation builder here. And this is, I'll just call this eLearning Ontario. It looks like, no, we could just say UGDSB, and we'll call this Guelph. So that's fine with me. It is actually in Toronto. The access date, we can add that, is 2019. It is the 7th month, and it is the 8th day. Okay, so let's see what this what happens when we do this. I'm going to say make citation. It's like I'm missing something, so it'll kick you back to date of publication. We don't necessarily know what the date of publication is, and this won't let you leave it blank. So let's just do the same date for this one. And that works just fine. Okay, so there's not quite as much information for this one. and it only gives us the APA and the MLA style. So MLA is awfully close to what, yeah, it's awfully close to what the Chicago style is, but if you have access to Noodle Tools, I'd much prefer that you use that one. Okay, good. So I hope that helps clear up any confusion as far as making citations go. If you have any questions right away, please send me a message on the pager, and I will talk to you all soon.